Okay, welcome to 2D arrays. As you see here, I have a small program already pre-written, and I'll just go through it line by line. Again, the very first line, you have int x bracket bracket equals new int 44. Here we declared int x as a two-dimensional array. No different than a single-dimensional array, except it has an extra bracket. And we also initialize it to have 4, so it's a square 2D array, 4 rows, 4 columns. Okay. Just like you can with arrays, you can also declare it with the brackets in front. Here we have int bracket bracket, and here it allows us to declare more than one y and z. Okay. And I could keep adding to this if I want. Maybe I want an array called m. Okay. Another way to declare it is if you do each one separately, and let's say g bracket bracket comma k bracket bracket etc. Okay, so these are the three ways you could declare array. If you're declaring more than one, use the middle. If you're declaring just one, you can use this. And you also have to initialize the size. As you see here with z, even though we declared z up here, it has not been initialized, we initialize it here to 2, 2. Okay, and that's good if you want the user to input the size of the 2D array. You can go ahead and create it up here and have him input the size, and then go ahead and put the size inside the bracket that they want. Another way to initialize arrays, or 2D arrays, just like you can with arrays, we can use the braces. Okay, and here we have 2D array T with the two brackets, and first row would be 1, 2, 3, the second row would be 4, 5, 6. On AP exams, this is the way you'll probably see it right here. Most likely, because they usually work with simple arrays, 2D arrays. To go ahead and loop through a 2D array, you'll need a loop inside of a loop. The first outer loop will control the row. The second loop will control the columns. So the first bracket represents the row, second bracket represents the columns. And if you notice, we set the row to 0, column to 0. We go to length. Now, again, when you're doing row length, all you do is do t.length. If you're doing column length, you have to find the length of the first row. Again, if you're working with square 2D arrays, it doesn't matter, because again, a 2 by 2 is the same 2 rows, 2 columns, but it only works if you're working with like a rectangular 2D array where the rows and columns do not match. You would have to do it like this, where you have to find the length of the first row. Okay, this could be 0, 1, 2, it just has to be a row. You find the length of the row, that gives you the length of the columns. Here we went and output each individual cell, starting at 0 and 0, and the next time through the loop C will increase because we're in the inner loop, and row is still 0, column will be 1. Next time through the loop, row is still 0, column is 2, etc. We skip a line here, and then we come back through the upper loop. Now row is 1, and column is 0. So now we're at 1, 0, then 1, 1, then 1, 2, and etc. So let's go ahead and build this. Okay, process is complete, no errors, and we go ahead and run this. And again, as you see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is our output. That is our 2D array. Okay, and again, when you're working with arrays, for loops are pretty good to work with. You can use while loops or do while loops, whatever loops you prefer. The thing is, you need to control the rows and columns. Okay, you need one variable for the rows, one for the columns. And again, they're basically the same thing. Another thing is, if you look at length, notice it's length, and there's no parentheses after the length. Okay, remember with strings we have length with parentheses because that's a method, and that's a small program that calculates the number of characters inside of a string. With arrays and 2D arrays, length is a variable, okay, and it's not a method. So length does not have parentheses after it, okay. So I will just go length for strings. And again, don't mind my writing because I'm doing it with the mouse. So if we're talking about strings, we need a parentheses, okay. So if I had something like s1 dot length, okay, or I'll switch over to my pen because maybe I could do it better. I could go ahead and if I have the array t dot length, there is a difference, okay. Again, this is a variable. It does not have the parentheses. Where again, this is a string. And it does have parentheses. So that's the only thing a little bit confusing with arrays and strings, like kids get mixed up. So make sure you're aware of that because I guarantee you'll see that on the AP exam. Again, this is a short lesson on 2D arrays. Our next lesson will be on array list, and hope you enjoy it. Again, keep on programming, practice it, practice creating different type of arrays, and the programs you have to do is tic-tac-toe and magic square, and that will wrap up the 2D arrays. Have a nice day.